first things first. Time to talk a little bit about how high the rating has been and where it is now compared. So I got it all the way up to 1959, which is pretty crazy. That was my all-time high. That was a few days ago, back when the first super qualifier happened. Um, since then, now we're in the lower 1900s, slumming it, if you will, but got hopes to get back up there soon. Probably going to try to play another boring aggro deck. I don't know about first picking Caracas. I do like Caracas quite a bit in the aggro decks because Reanimator's a terrible matchup. It's a really nice card against that. It induces a lot of punts. People's tapping out into legendary creatures when you have this thing. I think I am just going to play some kind of aggro deck again. So while you could take like a counter spell or a colonnade, Titan's a little underwhelming. I think I'm just going to take this land that's going to make my aggro deck no matter what. Now we're looking at a Danto Vanguard, a very, very nice white 2-drop. Otherwise, there's like Ulamog if we wanted to do something fun with that. But again, we're not really here for fun. We're just trying to win. So Danto is going to be great. One of the best 2-drops just because Wraths can't kill it. You can't really kill it on blocks. Something like Collective Brutality can kill it. Yeah, I think I take Ulamog if I'm just trying to have fun over the Natural Order. I think Natural Order is very, very strong, but I think Ulamog is just a little better for killing people. It's great in Reanimator. It's great in Mono Green Ramp. But yeah, we're just going to take the Adanto Vanguard, and we're going to hopefully Caracas any Ulamogs that get reanimated out of the way. Ooh, now we're seeing a Jitte third pick. That's what I like to see. So Karn is great. Really nothing else exciting other than the Jitte in this pack for the aggro deck. I mean, yes, there's a Karn, but yeah, I think we're just slamming this Jitte. So I think mono white definitely is probably where you want to be if you're playing aggro, just because mono red got hit with such a big nerf recently. But if red is open enough, if the cards are there, you can definitely do it. But I really like cards like Caracas and Jitte. Caracas does not matter as long as you're not like 3+ colors or something. You can usually afford to play it no matter what. And especially in monocolor decks, it's like practically free. If you're mono red with a Caracas, you're totally fine. Interesting pack here now. So Student of Warfare, definitely very good 1-drop. We do want to pick this kind of thing up. We're not really seeing the cards for red, so I think I'm just going to take it. Elspeth has gone farther and farther down for me in terms of how impressive it is in the aggro decks. I don't really want to take the chance that the student doesn't wheel. I think at this point in the draft, I'd rather just get the signaling on my side. Chrome Mox sucks just because it has to exile a spell. You don't really want to get rid of spells in your aggro deck that's just trying to curve out. So yeah, I think we're going to take the student a little aggressively. If this were a Gideon, ally of Zendikar, I think I would take it and try to wheel the student, but it's an Elspeth, so it's not that impressive to me. Now we're seeing a Tithe Taker, which is pretty solid. Condemn, good sideboard card if nothing else, but really not amazing. There's an Eidolon, for the mono red deck. But yeah, I think we're just going to take a Tithe Taker. Yeah. Ooh, couple fun options now. We have a Legion's Landing and a Ravages of War, 10 cards in the pack. So if 8 of us, if we're all taking a card, 2 cards are going to come back. Trostani is usually among one of the last cards to come back around. There's a small chance that we could get the Ravages back, or that we could get the Landing back. The Ravages effect I do not think is something you need in this kind of deck. There's also, I don't know, Tanglewire, Torpor, or no, not Torpor, or Winter Orb. And not to mention Armageddon. There are definitely other effects you can replace this one with. So it'd be nice if it wheels, but it's bad in a lot of matchups. Like for instance, if you're playing like a mono green opponent and you're like looking at your Destroy All Lands card and your opponent has like 3 mana dorks in play, it's pretty awkward. In this pack, Balance, super powerful card, but does not work for the mono white. Looking at a Fairgrounds Warden, which we could main deck, sadly, or a Walking Ballista. Only one card is coming back around this pack, which is probably going to be Forge Master. We'll see. Could be like a Wall of Blossoms as well. I think I'm going to take the Warden. It's got some main deck potential, and it's really good out of the sideboard in the right matchup. And I think Walking Ballista is just not totally what the white deck wants to do. Wow. So now we have to take Mother of Runes over O-Ring. O-Ring is a semi-replaceable effect, and Mom is just a little bit too good. And it really is not a replaceable effect. You have Giver of Runes now in the cube, but Giver of Runes really just pales in comparison to the Mother. So take the Mom, pass the Ring. Now we're seeing a Myria Angel. You can put it into your deck. I mean, this isn't Zendikar Draft, right? The card isn't like a Windmill Slam or anything, but it's still a good card. It's just really not what the white deck wants to be doing. The white deck wants to be putting something like Hero of Bladehold into play on turn 4, where it's like you turn it sideways if you're able to untap with it, and then you just win the game. But we could play it. So this pick I've probably changed my opinion on. I think in the past I would have taken Linvala. It is pretty good. It shuts off mana dorks. Sometimes, well actually no, I guess all the time it shuts off the twin combo, so that's kind of nice too. But I think Relic is just a much more important pick. This can be a little slow. It's not very good at shutting off mana dorks because it is 4 mana, and the twin combo can sometimes be faster too, where Relic is just a really nice 1 mana interactive play. Shores up a really tough matchup for us. Mana Tithe, I do not like the card, but the way this draft is going, we might have to main deck it. We'll see. Relic could make the main as well. We'll take a white-green land for signaling purposes. I'm not really too worried about hate drafting. Guess I'll take a Den Protector. Card actually makes people's decks, unlike the other ones. Yeah, there's the Trostani like we thought. I do have the Stirring Wildwood. Maybe there's a way I end up playing that card. And yeah, the Forge Master, just like I thought, coming around 15th. Ooh, now we're looking at a Hero of Bladehold. Just the 4-drop I mentioned. Gideon Blackblade, not a great planeswalker, but not complete poop either. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Hero. There's really nothing else I'm too excited about in this pack. I mean, Reanimate, Green Soul Ring, Memory Jar, Through the Breach. You have your share of like fun cards there, but Hero is just a great card. So now I guess we're taking a Silverblade Paladin. The packs where you don't have anything to wheel are pretty rough for the mono white decks. I like taking lands really highly or removal really highly, and then wheeling the white cards that most people don't want to put into their decks. But we have not had that luxury so far. So, So we're seeing a Disenchant, which could wheel. Bomat is still a 1 mana 1/1 haste, but it's not really a card I want. So I guess we're taking Disenchant. Yeah, this pack is pretty dry for us. It's like nothing we're excited about. I don't think we'd ever play a Chalice. And yeah, the Wall. We could take the Wall for the sideboard and try to wheel the Disenchant for the sideboard, but Disenchant is probably main deckable. It's just not good. Yikes, another rough pack. Not really sure what's going on here. I think we're just getting the worst side of variance, because I don't think anyone else is in mono white, especially after the start we had in pack 1. If we could take any fixing, yeah, we might be playing some of these stinkers in this deck. I think I'm just going to take Day of Judgment for the sideboard. Can be pretty good against the Mirror or mono red, that kind of thing. Yeah, now a Blade Splicer. My guess is we're going to see a pack 3 that is just jammed with excellent cards for the white aggressive deck, and that's fine. We'll try to wheel enough of the very important cards, and we might have to get a little greedy. Yikes, now we have a tough one. I think normally if there were more cards in the pack, actually I could get super greedy here and try to take the port and wheel the Procession. We probably get Ink Eyes as one of the last cards, and maybe Pyretic Ritual is the other last one. I really, really do like the port. But I think I just have to take the Spectral here, which sucks because we don't really have a chance of wheeling the port, but we do have a chance of wheeling the Spectral. But with two other terrible cards in the pack, the Pyretic and the Ink Eyes, I think I just have to take this Spectral. Yeah. Now we're seeing Honor of the Pure, a card I think is pretty terrible, but we've got a few token makers, Blade Splicer, Spectral Procession, Emeria, Hero of Bladehold. Yeah, I'm going to try not to play it, but there's a chance. Right now we're low on 2-drops. Hopefully we'll be able to fix that. But even though this deck isn't like terribly exciting, wow, even a nice Banishing Light can change that around. A deck like this can still easily 3-0 if we draw well enough and get good matchups. Now the Gideon punishing me a little for the Spectral pick, as we're getting a little clogged on 3s, but not too bad. Anything like a Library or a Mox, any just super powerful card would really push this deck over the edge. This time I am going to hate draft, I think. Massacre Worm is, well, it's also Burning, which is... If you've ever played an aggro deck and had a Wildfire effect resolved against you, it's just like you can't do anything. You're just done. Guess I'll take O-Ring now. Yeah, I mean, these packs were totally dry the first time we saw them, so second time, why would it make sense for them to get any better? Take the Lavamancer, actually. I respect the card more. Oath is one of those decks we can't beat. Yeah, and the exact 2 cards I thought we would see here. Again, I keep calling these wheels. It doesn't really improve my draft at all, but it's kind of a fun thing to be able to do. We have some of the best cards like Hero and Mom. And then we just have some pretty unexciting cards. Cards like Jitte too. A Black Lotus, though. You're saying I get to play a turn 1 Hero of Bladehold, and if I fade the Flame Slash, then I'm good. Yeah, I mean, there's no way I don't take this card. So Sword of War and Peace and Thalia, both great options for the wheel. I have been liking the swords more and more. I keep main decking 2 of them and then like boarding out 1, and it's been pretty good. But Thalia right now, our 2-drops are a little lacking in the curve department, so hopefully that one's going to be our wheel. Council's Judgment, another nice one as well. But yeah, easy Black Lotus and a Mox Pearl. What the heck? Just throwing the power at me. Nobody wants the stinky Mox Pearl, they said. Nobody wants to play the white decks. But here I was, waiting in the wings. Containment Priest, that'd be a good one for the wheel, just like the Relic does a good job shoring up a rough matchup for us. And again, we are low on 2s. And now that we have a Mox, 2-drops get even better. So now in this pack, we're seeing a couple broken mana rocks that we probably can't take advantage of. If we were seeing a mana crypt as opposed to a mana vault, then we'd be all over it. Grim Monolith, not really amazing either. I think I'm just going to take Land Tax. It's a really good card to board in on the draw. Field of Ruin, so not really what the white deck wants to be doing, I don't think. And yeah, as much as I like super powerful cards like this, I think this card is most likely to make our deck better after sideboard. A couple nice ones now, looking at a Path, Tanglewire, Brightling. These cards should both wheel, nobody likes them. Path is a good card for a control deck, so yeah, pretty easy Path. Now we're seeing a Stoneforge Mystic. There is the one sword we're hoping to wheel. We also have a Jitte. I don't remember what the other card was in the first pack, but I remember that it was decent, which might mean that Stoneforge is not amazing. We really only want this if we have 2+ equipment. Swords is always going to be good, and Kitchen Finks is also nice, though Kitchen Finks is not really in contention here. It's just Swords versus Stoneforge. I think I'm going to take the Stoneforge. I'm going to get a little greedy. I don't remember what the other... oh, it was a Thalia. I really like Thalia too. But I think if we pick up an equipment, we'll feel great after this. Not seeing any equipment, though I did look twice. Could take the Savannah for the spicy Trostani splash, though I don't think that's happening. Probably just going to take Thraben Inspector. We could take the Savannah. There's really... this pack is just bad. The mono white Shrine of Burning Rage plan is something I've wanted to try, but haven't had the guts to do it, I guess. I'll just take this Inspector. It's not a card I am excited about, but pick it up here. Recruiter of the Guard. This is never going to make our deck, and this means that we need to wheel the Sword of War and Peace, or the Stoneforge pick was just going to be bad. Yeah, Boros Signet really has no business in this deck, so Recruiter for the sideboard, I guess. Temple Garden now, or Lingering Souls. I don't think we have any black-white fixing, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any. I guess we're going to take this thing over the, over the Temple Garden. It's fine. Does it make our deck? It might. It might make our deck. Alright, so we wheeled both the cards. I really like the Thalia. Unfortunately, I think we have to take the sword. This card's great, though. The only problem is with the mono white, I feel like it does slow down a lot of the really good spells that you would like to have in play. So yeah, just going to take the sword. Containment Priest now over the Factory. These lands are really good. They usually come around on the wheel. Every now and then you can take one a little earlier and wheel the white card in the pack, but yeah, we just need the Priest here for curve purposes. Knight of Autumn to go with our Trostani, I guess. Oh wow, Breitling now. There's one other, oh, it's a Tanglewire. Tanglewire is also in this pack. Breitling's fine. Kitchen Finks for the sideboard. Yeah. So this is a little like 16 lands. I can't take this card, right? Can't take this Shrine of Burning Rage. I guess I might as well, because I'm never playing the other one. Wow, we could have had we could have another 2 white-green duels, legitimately 4 white-green lands. That's really funny. Alright, I think this deck is pretty solid, though. It's not amazing by any means, but it's not too bad either. Black Lotus and Mox Pearl. Those were some gifts, for sure. 14, is that right? Looks like it. Yeah, so 15 lands with the Caracas plus the Mox Pearl, which is a lot like a land. Probably playing Gideon over the Lingering Souls, even though neither one is exciting. The one thing about this deck that I do like is the curve is really low. We could go like turn 1, Black Lotus, Mox Pearl, Emeria, Angel, Plains. That would be hilarious and not even that exciting, but still pretty fun. Alright, goodbye rating screenshot. Let's see how this draft plays out. This hand is medium, but we're going to keep. Putrid Imp, we are playing Reanimator. No Ionas, hopefully. Fairgrounds Warden, okay. Take this upkeep stop off. We don't have Rashad and Port in this deck. Alright. Demir's Signet. Where's my Leonin Relic Order? Land? Okay, Stoneforge. So we could Stoneforge, get the Jitte. I don't really think there's that much value in killing this thing. Rather just get the Adanto into play. Hits a lot harder than a Stoneforge. If we hit the land for the Silverblade, we get to hit for 6 next turn, which is going to be great. You have like a collective brutality. I just lose the game. It's not that bad, but it'd be pretty bad if they had it. Oh, they do have it. All right, well, you got me, I guess. Wonder if this is someone I was passing to during the draft, because we did see this card. Don't remember about the signet. Two cards in hand for the opponent. Now we have to play the Stoneforge. Gonna find the Jitte. Whiffing on land there is pretty brutal. Probably just means we can't win, but I don't think I'm ever not supposed to keep that hand. Okay, this thing can't attack for whatever that's worth, so... Oh, please? Come on, opponent. You're just gonna throw away your Putrid Imp? They thought it had flying. Oops. Yeah, I mean, playing the Jitte doesn't... Well, it's not terrible. I guess it's better than playing the Legion's Landing. It's a better use of mana. If they don't do anything next turn, then I can equip. It's a little bit funny to cast an equipment when you have Stoneforge Mystic, but I think it's fine. Alright, 3 cards in hand for them. What do they discard to the... just a swamp? Okay. Yeah, I guess they didn't go 3 modes here. Man, they're really just going for it with this Tar Pit. They're not going to be able to activate it next turn if we equip an attack here. I think now I have to play the Procession. And now I feel bad because if the landing were in play... No, I guess that doesn't actually change anything. Alright, well let's dump this Procession into play, and then even if they kill one of our creatures, we get to play and flip landing and equip the Jitte if we want to do that. Kind of a weird game though. If they have a sweeper, we could be in trouble. Green mana. Okay. Plot thickens. They're really, really going for this Jitte. Fauna Shaman. You got it. I think Containment Priest has some value here. I think I want to flip the landing. Could get the Fairgrounds Warden into play, exiling this. Yeah, that would be fine. I could play the landing, attack with 3 flyers, flip the landing, play the Fairgrounds Warden, exile this. It's not too bad. Though I do want to have the Containment Priest available at some point. And this also, actually this is pretty bad against a Wrath. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about that. We'll see how this goes, though. Not too worried again. Did you just reanimate your Putrid Imp? Discard Elishnorn, so I guess you're reanimating that too? Exhume. Adonto. Sure, yeah, I guess that's coming back. Man, punished for not leaving up the Containment Priest, I guess. Now, how do I win this game? Guess pro-white is a good start. Oh, am I just dead? I think I am just dead, actually. Shoot. Because they can just animate Tar Pit, discard a card to give this thing flying, and then this is 5 + 3. Well, I guess I'm not literally dead. I gain 3 life by attacking. But I don't think I can attack. Yeah, so they took path. We have some outs, I guess, probably, from this spot, but not many. Let me make sure I got the math right. Yeah, 5 plus 3, that's 8. So we can't attack. Yeah. We also can't really block this. Not yet. Wow, not attacking with Tar Pit. Surprising. Karn. Make a thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Black Lotus. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it. So I guess we're just dead here. Yeah. Unfortunate. I didn't expect they were going to have double reanimate there, though. So maybe that was... That seems pretty crazy to think I misplayed that, though. My opponent, like, chump attacked their Putrid Imp, then had a card to buy it back. I don't know about that. Day of Judgment might be okay. Let me see here. Not sure about this Mana Tithe. No, I don't want to play Day of Judgment. Let's run it back like this. Even though our sword doesn't give protection from either of their colors, should still be okay. Alright, play first. Blah. His hand is not great. We're really close. If we draw land, like, we can pop the relic. I think it's actually a mulligan on the play. Okay, this hand's a bit better. Keep. Let's get rid of this Gideon, I guess. No, we only need 1 land to really get there. Let's get rid of the hero. Be an adult about it. And assuming they don't have some kind of turn 1 reanimate thing, let's see how Tithe Taker is here. Yeah, it turns out mulligans get better when you have broken cards in your deck that are not in your opening hand. Wonder if the opponent just discards to hand size here. No? Putrid Imp, okay. I'm going to try to trade with that. If they discard a card or if they don't trade, it'll change my decision here. So they're not doing that. Yeah, now we're just going to leave up the Containment Priest to pass the turn. Oh, they also can't discard a card because of the Tithe Taker. Forgot about that, actually. Wonder if they remembered. Iona, huh? Go for the Exhume. Oops. Yeah, so good thing we didn't just lose the game. It's always nice. They chose it anyway. Oh yeah, you're forced to choose it. So now the Iona's gone for good. That's the worst card against us, and now it's gone. That's actually great. So now we can keep this Tithe Taker alive. I think I want to play the Mom for sure, and I guess we want to play... this is pretty close. Play the Legion's Landing, because I don't think we're going to be leveling the student, and having 3 mana here might be a big deal. If they have like a Toxic Deluge for 2, then I guess you got me. No. Alright. See if they want to block. No blocks, okay. So now developing a Gideon is not weak to a sweeper, so that's great. And we can choose, I don't know, you, I guess. Just give this indestructible, I guess. No, it's fine. Should be in pretty good shape now. If they attack the Gideon, we can block and give protection. You have like a Maelstrom Pulse here. You do. It's like I've played this cube too many times or something. I know all the cards. Okay, so I guess if we still are a little worried that a sweeper could get the opponent out of this, our plan is going to be play the sword this turn. Okay. I think I am going to protect this. Again, if they have a sweeper, then they get to kill all my creatures by doing this. So give this pro black. And Toxic Deluge really is the only sweeper I'm worried about here, hence not playing out the Adanto. Gaunty now. Interesting. Good thing we didn't board in the like Wrath of God, right? And they had enough. Okay, they just wanted some more information, I guess. That's why they played that. I could hit them back for like at least 6-ish damage with whichever creature I give protection with Mom. So hopefully they didn't find out about the Mana Tithe. But I think we're going to bring the land tax in. Could take out a land. I think we could go down to 15 sources here. Not counting the Black Lotus, but we are counting the Mox. We have the Relic and we have the Containment Priest, and they are both in our opening hand. So we've got our sideboard cards for sure, which is nice. If the opponent goes turn 1 Putrid Imp, I'm just going to play the Relic. Nope. Okay, well in that case, let's get the land tax going. Caracas is great, but I think we want to keep it a secret for now. Entomb. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have Entomb, Reanimate, and Iona, and I get to Caracas it, oh, baby. Oh, this is going to be spicy. Opponent's not going to be happy about this. You have the turn 2 Exhume? No, you have a Fauna Shaman for me. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to find all 3 lands. Come on. I swear I clicked the 3rd one. Drew a land. That should not be a problem for long. I think I'm just going to play the Adanto. Again, if they reanimate the Iona, we should be good with the Caracas, so not too worried about that. Going to pitch a Plains. Could even... Nah, pitching a spell, hoping they have Exhume, I think is a little too greedy, like pitching a Brightling. Putrid Imp. You're down to 1 card in hand. Not playing out a land for the land tax, by the way. We are going to continue to hit land drops. Disenchant now. We can disenchant the Mox. I think I want to get Brightling in play. Let's just attack here and see what happens. So we could get something going where we're like... Not sure about this. Yeah, I'm going to get the Brightling in play. And then next turn we can hold up Containment Priest and the Disenchant. Probably just disenchanting main phase. What do you got? Shield Red into the graveyard. Okay. Gaunty. Sure. So they're just going to try to Gaunty me here. With a tap land. Nice. And we get to blow up their mana now? Yeah, this is a little gross. Oh, and a path in the back. Nice. I think I still want to protect the Caracas, not expose it to them. So we're going to attack with both. Then disenchant. What'd they tutor for, by the way? Yeah, Gaunty, we already knew that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, actually, I've got a dirty play in mind. So if we disenchant this end of turn, the opponent can tutor and find something that they can play with three mana. But if we disenchant on their upkeep, they're not going to be so lucky. All right, goodbye Mox Diamond. I probably should just crack this relic at some point. Oh, they do get to get the Gaunty into play. I don't think the Gaunty's really too much of a problem here, though. If we're lucky, they attack with both. We get to, like, eat the Putrid Imp. And then we untap, path the Gaunty, and cycle the Relic. I mean, you have to attack here, right? Nice. Yeah, so we get a free 1/1 out of the deal. I think technically it's better to... Oh, well, now we have the Emiria Angel. Guess we're going to try to get value out of that. Yeah, let's get some value out of that. We already have the Containment Priest in play. And I think at this point we can expose the Caracas. So, make a 1/1. Opponent should just be like completely dead here. We're not going to Caracas your Gaunty. We're going to path it. Is it right to wait? I really don't know. I don't know if it matters. But we get to hit you for 8. Even if you have like a Toxic Deluge, that's not going to cut it. If you have another kind of Wrath, we have a Danto. So I think they're just going to be scooping it up here. We just drew all our great cards for the matchup. The Caracas, the Relic, and the Containment Priest. We didn't even need all of them. But I'm not going to give the opponent that still had all these. I will take my win and be happy about it. And move on to round number 2. Icy DJ. Kind of a fun name, I guess. We're going to keep. We've got a Lotus and a Stoneforge. So, some strong ones there for our deck. the upkeep stop off. Hopefully they'll just be like a creature deck or even a mono red deck. No, never lucky. Well, now I'm not as sure about turn 1 Plains, Black Lotus, Stoneforge, play the Jitte, but it's probably still a decent option. Then turn 2 we can equip and attack with it. Ooh, how about a turn 1 Hero of Bladehold? Let's do it. If you got me, you got me. But if you don't, then I got a turn 1 Hero of Bladehold. You got a Mizium Mortars, you got a Flame Slash, Goblin Welder. It's not going to cut it. Alright. So now, going to attack. Click the triggers correctly. So we want to click the Battle Cry first because that's going to give us the tokens first. Casual attack for 7 on turn 2. Thank you, Black Lotus. Now we're gonna Stoneforge. I don't even know what we want to get here. I don't think this is a matchup for Jitte, so let's get the sword. So that turn we attacked for 7. If they don't kill it, I mean, it looks like they scooped. But if they didn't, we'd probably have a attack for, let's see, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Hey, that's lethal. All right. So I guess if they had no plays and we could Fairgrounds Warden their Welder, they literally die. Turn 3. That's pretty good. Pretty good for mono white. So land tax for sure. Otherwise, I mean, we don't really know what they're doing. We know they're like blue-red, probably have a bunch of artifacts. I think I'm just cutting a Plains and running it back. So land tax makes this hand a snap keep, which is awesome. Yeah, this hand is great, actually. Has like everything I want. But if they have like a daze for my land tax, I'm going to cry. Okay, well, now I won't be crying, but just gonna try to get value instead of playing any of our, whoa, I don't know what this is doing. Signet, yep. Let's find some lands. We found a couple lands too many, apparently. I think I want to get the Student and the Inspector into play here. And somehow not discarding the hand size feels amazing. Maybe the next stream title should be giving Craig Wesco a run for his money. I feel like that is pretty much what our job is here. 4 mana from the opponent. Still don't think Jitte is amazing here, so I'm not sure we want to run it out. Nahiri, interesting. Yeah, they plus it. We probably just want to hit Nahiri for 4. Whoa, okay. Yes. Let's get all the lands out of the deck. There's the Stoneforge if we want to get the sword. And we probably do at this point. So yeah, I think, I mean, I've actually got a ton of options here. If I wanted to crack Clue, I could do that. If I wanted to play Jitte, I could do that. If I wanted to level up, I could do that. Pretty much no matter what, my other option, or my way of spending my 3rd mana is going to be this Legion's Landing. I think I should just play 2 creatures, effectively. And attack the Nahiri. I mean, attacking the Nahiri sucks, but letting it ult is worse. So, the perfect signet for their deck, by the way. All right. And we can even get the sword into play and equip if we wanted to next turn, because we can use this Stoneforge and then just equip somewhere. Wonder if they just like -2 on a student. They probably cannot afford to do that. Yeah, so they're just gonna leave my stuff alone. Try to put whatever kooky combo they have going on over there together. Mountain. Okay. Are you playing a land here? Nice. Yeah, I mean, the more land tax value I get, the better. At this point, it's not even about hitting land drops. I mean, it hasn't been for like a whole turn. Now the point of the land tax is just, ooh, a Grim Monolith. Okay. Yeah, just to thin the deck. Going down to the one lowly land in the deck. And a Silverblade Paladin. Interesting. So with mana up, feels a little suspicious. I don't have any obviously great play lines, I don't think. Step 1 is going to be play a land. I could just jam the hero and like lose to a Wrath or like an Ugin or something like that. I do think Ugin is something I should be afraid of here. 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I do get to flip this. I forgot about that actually. So if I want to use my mana post-combat at all, that is an option available to me. So maybe my line is like level up twice, attack all at Nahiri, and then I spend my remaining 3 mana to play the sword. That doesn't seem bad. Could also crack Clue. I think I like the first thing I mentioned though. I mean, I do miss a lot of damage on the opponent here, but the Nahiri is going to be a problem. In fact, I would argue it already is, but this way we flip the landing, we spend all of our mana, we play around in Ugin a little bit. If they have a spot removal spell, they kind of get me here. If they have like a fire, no, that doesn't even work. That doesn't even get 2 of my creatures. Though fire in response to the level up would be just completely devastating. Take me off of the landing and waste a mana, kill my best threat. Does feel like an ice, maybe. Oh, and a braid. Sure. Okay. Still going to attack all at the Nahiri. Flip the landing. Kind of like stick the landing, but a little more fun. Alright, and discard some lands that we don't need.
Oh, good please. Good boy.
And Silverblade's super good with any kind of equipments. Ooh, that's not bad for them. Steal my thing. Okay. Now what is my play going to be? I can't kill the Nahiri. I can't quite get the value of hero of of play and equip Jitte and play Silverblade, though that would be nuts. Nothing as first strike, so I can't do that either. I guess my first option here is crack Clue. Okay. Yeah, now I think I just want to keep attacking this Nahiri and get the Hero of Blade Hold into play. And if they have a sweeper, then I guess you got me. I think that's fine. This Nahiri has gained them like 1,000,000 life. Maybe it's just better to play the Adanto. Foff. Arrange the cards into piles. So they tapped the Monolith, which means they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. That's exactly enough to play Consecrated Sphinx. I think if they play the Sphinx, I win. Kozolak doesn't do anything. Gush is a bit scary. I don't really know what they can get with Enlightened Tutor, so I think that has to go in a different pile than the Sphinx. I think I want to make the Sphinx pile really strong, because I think I just beat a Sphinx if they play it here. Yeah, I think this is... I don't think these piles are great, but so I'm gonna do it. Even if they tutor sneak that, we're probably still ahead. Though I think you're right, and I got a little too fancy. Though they didn't tutor. They're tutoring now. Yeah, no, you're right. They're gonna sneak. Goodbye lands, I guess. So I sack 4 lands. Yeah. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Is that crazy? GG if they get a land. Oh, you're talking about for the sword? Yeah, I mean, that's a lot, I guess. Oh, I sack this. Probably sack the 1/1 lifelink. No, the lifelinker is more relevant than, like, this thing. Let's see. I mean, I would still love to be able to go for Silverblade plus whatever it is. Silverblade plus Jitte or something. Is that crazy? I think I'm gonna do that. Because if I sack 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures, I take 12 down to 10. Then I Silverblade plus Jitte and equip to the hero. Then I deal them 1,000,000. I kill the Nahiri. I think it's my best play. This might be nuts, but that's fine. Okay, so now yeah, you were thinking they could equip. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. Randall, did you hear what I said about the cube? Do you have any idea if you'll be free next weekend? So yeah, we attack them. And then we click the battle cry trigger first. And they do have a sneak attack in their deck, but I'm not really scared at this point. I ain't scared. I ain't afraid of you. What do you got? Aren't we up a game too? This is the match where we had turn 1 Hero of Blade Hold, so. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Okay, Swiggle. It's a fun name. Play first. This hand's great. 2 of our sideboard cards for Reanimator. I think it's just going to be a turn 1 student and a level up. Boop. Gotta love the on-color mocks, by the way. It's a super qualifier. Sub in at some point. Yeah, that could be fun. It's like a PTQ, but basically the if you're lucky enough to make it to top 8, 2 people. Try to confuse the opponent with this one. We're just going to flash in the containment priest here. Yeah, the top 2 people get a PT invite, which would be awesome. But it's like 12 hours earlier than I have been streaming, so. Yeah, the mana ramp into Hero of Bladehold plan so far has been absurd. Unsurprisingly. I mean, this card, the 4 toughness is really like the kicker on this thing. And there are a couple burn spells that can deal with it, but still just awesome. Grixis, what do you got there? Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I mean, this is not a non-token creature, so you may have your 1/1 student. Attack you for 5. Play a hero. If you have a Toxic Deluge, then you got me. But I don't think you're playing a Phantasmal Image. That's the case. Also, I'm just not that worried. We have a cycle. We have a mom. If we draw land, we get to level this. Oh, recall. Ding. Opponent's got some spicy ones. Recall into scoop. That's the first time I've ever seen that line. That was awesome. Worst Phantasmal you've ever seen. I mean, at least they didn't like play it into me having like an onboard way to kill it. Like mom doesn't kill it, but I've seen that kind of thing before too. My my opponent earlier today played a control magic on my Hazaret when I had Caracas in play. That was a funny one. So blue red land tax once again coming in. Land tax, best card in the deck, by the way. Could think about a Kitchen Finks, but I think I'm just going to run it back like this. I'm going to keep this off the strength of the student. Could get punished. Mana Vault turn 1. Yikes. Opponent's got some scary stuff. You play it in every white deck? You main deck it in white? It's definitely a super fun card. What do you have here? Am I just losing? Fallen Shinobi. I don't quite lose, but it's kind of close. Turn 2 Fallen Shinobi for sure is rough. Now we have to try to double block it with Brightlings, or with 3/3s. We've got a fair amount of removal, but they might be hitting some of it here. Blast Zone now. Shriekmaw evoked. Okay, well I guess I'm not chumping or double blocking. 2 lands. I did it. So I could go for Yeah, that's true. No, that's a good point. I probably should be main decking it too. Deals combat damage to a player. So if I play a Planeswalker, I mean this thing is just chumping effectively. Brightlink can trade with this without very much work, which makes me want to do that. I could just play this though. I don't even think it's bad. They're not going to hit 2 lands every time. Yeah, that's fair. Sure. So we played this to delay a Fallen Shinobi thing, which could have been terrible. I mean, we'll see how this goes. but my idea here is if they don't have a way to interact with the Brightling, yeah, and of course they're just going to ignore it. And in that case, it's the most impactful card anyway. Fairgrounds Warden Disenchant. Disenchant your own Mana Vault? It's not terrible. Fairgrounds Warden does absolutely nothing here, which is great for me. 3 mana, 1/3, you got it. And this thing is going to be able to exile pretty soon. This makes me think I need to play Spectral here. Spectral Legion's Landing 2. That's going to be amazing. Yeah, I think this is actually going to be pretty good here. So let's see if the Spectral resolves first. I really need this thing to resolve. Oh, wait, this can't blow up tokens. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Never mind. We're safe. Oh, I guess they're untapping their vault here. That's how they're spending their turn. Haha. It doesn't matter what we target. Indestructible, sure. Now these they play like a Pyroclasm. Suddenly the Fairgrounds Warden is like one of the better hits they could have gotten. It actually survives the Pyroclasm. And then they hit like 2 great things. I don't think that's going to happen though. I wish the Legion's Landing flipping triggered landfall for the Emeria Angel, but unfortunately, just not that lucky. Yeah, I think Shinobi's one of those cards that's like super overrated too. Like, I definitely think it's a ton of fun, and I usually think it's pretty good, but I also see people just like pick it super early. Whoa. Well, let's see if I'm wrong. Let's see if the Shinobi gets them there. This is not too bad of a play. They did get me down to 4. They get to follow up with some good ones. The Silver Blade is scary. Land tax doesn't really matter. Oh, there's a path now. Yeah, opponent's about to get wrecked. So I need to play Brightling, attack with 3 spirits. Well, I could play the Emeria, but I'm definitely attacking with 3 spirits. I need to hold up path. I have 2 blockers. Again, wish this triggered landfall. That would actually be great for me in this spot, but should still be good enough. And then hopefully we get to path, which means they're going to lose their soul bond mid-combat. What could they have here? Mox. Okay, I mean, fingers crossed. Now we're gonna path before blocks to decide what happens here. Okay, so just instantly resolves. I think we're gonna take the 1 from this. Though we do die to a bolt, and we know they're Grixis. Wait, but they got an island. So why is the Steam Vents in their deck, or did they board it out? I'm gonna greet it. Freebooter, sure, you get my sword. That's actually pretty annoying. I really would have liked the sword in play. But we get to Gideon and give lifelink here, which is pretty great. No Honor the Pure? Nah, I hate that card. Whoa, O-Stone. Oh, I see. Well, now we're probably exiling this. Yeah, I think we have to hit the O-Stone here. And just attack for 3. Though if they O-Stone, they do give me the sword back. But I think now we're in a spot where they're in pretty rough shape, so exiling O-Stone seems pretty good. Honor the Pure would be good in this exact spot, and maybe it would be good in a couple more spots than I'm giving it credit for. It's a card I almost never main deck. No Taparino. Okay, that's fine. That is annoying. Ooh, Relic now. I think I should cycle Relic first. Interesting. Okay, well, I will think about it some more then. Yeah, I think my plan here is just to Gideon this, which we can do eventually. I don't even know if that's good. I mean, let's look for some kind of answer to it. Black Lotus. It's pretty good in this spot. So now, until end of turn, I mean, we could give this indestructible and just attack for 1 and gain a life. I don't think it really matters though, because I don't think we're doing that. Actually, we might as well, right? So now they have to presumably take damage from the Mana Vault. They really need to keep this thing locked down or they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, we might have some good attacks lined up here in a second. Remember, now they have access to Shelldock. Wow, they just scooped it up? That doesn't seem right to me. You had a card under Shelldock. Okay, well, 1914 rating. I mean, it's pretty terrible. Remember, we did get up to 1959 when we were playing the last Super Qualifier. Regardless, thank you guys for hanging out. It's been fun. Classic 2 pieces of power in the mono white deck. And that is going to be enough to trophy. So yeah, see you again next time.